Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Illegal immigration is the topic for tonight's Stop and Think About It segment. And you thought we were going to have something original to talk about. You must be delusional. All right, let's get started. Illegal immigrants, or better yet, visitors to our country who are not citizens and have overstayed their welcome, is often in the news. This topic divides the political spectrum. One side seems warm and welcoming, the other often appears cold and dispassionate. But what is often overlooked is the actual law. Immigration laws. That is truly the topic for discussion. A set of laws created by the federal government has been broken. Is it really that simple? Are there any benefits to such a law being disrespected? And what are the consequences to our lives, or to a greater extent, to our society? Congressman Buford Jackson joins us from his great state. Congressman, thank you for agreeing to come on the show.
Thank you, Molly. It's nice to be invited.
Well, you're welcome, Congressman.
And the extra PR is a big plus. It's an election year, you know.
Indeed it is. Let's see if we can help those voters make up their minds. Obviously, Congress has been lackluster in their pursuit of immigration. Why is that, Congressman?
Molly, that is a good question. My colleagues and I simply feel that for us to do our jobs would take the dreams away from millions of young people. We're dream makers, not dream takers.
So you admit that you're not doing the very job that you were elected to do?
I can see why you may say that, but no, that's not what I said.
Well, of course not. But your actions are speaking louder than your words.
Now, just a minute. We're doing our jobs. We just don't want good, law-abiding people to be ripped from their families.
Their very presence here shows they are not law-abiding. And yet you support the idea of allowing tens and thousands of people who have broken the law to stay in our country while we reform the current system?
I do, yes.
Didn't we try that in the 1980s?
We did, and it was great. The country truly benefited from it. And Molly, while we may do some reform in the near future, the idea is to revisit the topic in another 20 or 30 years.
My gosh, that is completely asinine, Congressman. Why would you not want a more permanent fix?
I should think it's obvious.
Please explain.
You see, my party has no ideas. Better yet, absolutely zero policies to bring to the table. So we gotta do a little ass kissing to gain votes.
Really, Congressman?
Now, don't be a hater. We help the illegal. We make them voters, and hopefully they show us some love and give us, my party, their vote in the next election.
Unbelievable. Okay, so the fact that a person has entered our country illegally and has completely disrespected our nation's rule of law doesn't bother you?
Nope, not really. Oh, wait. Well, no, it's not good that the law was broken, but they shouldn't be held accountable. I mean, we live in a great country.
But they broke the law. Why even have the law in the first place?
Well, I need a job, and it's Congress's purpose to make the laws.
You people made the very laws that are being broken.
No, wait just a minute. Not me. I wasn't even in Congress back then. And what do you mean by you people?
Congressman Jackson, where does it end?
I don't understand.
You are giving a free pass to people who have broken the law. Not accidentally, mind you, but with a big F you as they climb the fence.
Yes, we are.
What if someone breaks the law by murdering someone? Is that okay?
Well, that's just awful. No reason to be so dark, Molly. It's not good.
Someone illegally takes the life of another human being. Is that okay?
Again, a very awful thing to happen.
Yes, Buford, it's wrong. It's awful and it's illegal. What of the man who rapes? Or the female teacher who has sex with her student after class?
Well, awful, but I expect the boy enjoyed it.
Well, we are almost out of time, Congressman. But tell me, why does Congress get to pick and choose the laws that they want to enforce? Can we as citizens pick and choose the laws that we want to follow with little or no consequence?
Of course not. Any citizen breaks the law and does not align with our party's ideology is a bigot, hateful human beings, just completely awful.
What a twat waffle! Congressman, do you even hear yourself?
Ms. Sokol, I fail to see the relevance of how one law being ignored affects another.
You are a lawyer and you don't see... Okay, let's just get back on the subject of immigration. Mr. Jackson, you welcome as many people as possible to our country, any way they can get here, legally or illegally.
This is a great country, of course.
Mr. Jackson, it seems that you have a big heart. So my next question to you is, why do you have so much hatred for the countries that the immigrants come from?
I don't hate Mexico. The nerve of you to even suggest that.
No, you didn't say it, but your actions are screaming it 6 ways from Sunday.
Now, see here.
You want everybody and their brother to come to our country. But to do so means they need to leave their native country, the very country that depends on them, to be a citizen, a taxpayer, and a contributor to their community. Why do you want to take that away from them, Congressman?
I never said that. Our country is a great place. A place for freedom, a place for opportunity.
Are you suggesting our neighbors are just one big shithole?
Now you're putting words into my mouth.
Well, your foot is already in the way, Congressman.
I am an elected official. You cannot speak to me in this matter. Cannot be more offended than I am right now.
Yes, you can. Buford Jackson, are you impotent?
You hag! You can't speak to me in this way. My sexual performance is none of your business.
No, it's not. But your leadership to my country is, and therein lies the problem. You can't get up to the responsibilities that you were elected to do.
I was told that I would be given softball questions.
Nope.
I want to do over. Can we start this interview again? This woman, she...
Sorry, Congressman, but we're just about out of time. I suspect that really doesn't bother you, though.
Listen here, you stuck-up, nut-gobbling little bitch of a whore. I was doing women like you by the tens always. We're fucking here, fucking there. You don't know anything about...
Like our segment suggests, it's good that Mr. Jackson has stopped. Just maybe he'll think about it. And that is my question for you tonight. Have you stopped and thought about immigration? Not just in our country, but in the countries that are left behind. Now, why? What was their motivation? What's left behind? And who is to help those that remain? Well, we're out of time, but I would love to see your comments. So let's have a conversation. Remember to like and share tonight's episode, and thanks for watching.